Hey guys, it's AJ, and I'm reviewing my first Arts Kai figure, the God of War 3, Kratos. And this guy is super awesome. He comes with a bunch of accessories, tons of detail, so let's get into it. Okay, first off, let's look just at the pure detail. The sculpt is just amazing. Just the level of detail is ridiculous, and it's totally worth the $60. Compared to, DCU Classics, Marvel Legends, and Marvel Select, there really is no competition. This is probably the best line of figures compared to Hot Toys, and you really get your money's worth. The Blades of Exile is connected to this chain here, which you can remove. I don't want to, because the thing about these Arts Kai figures, once you take something off, it's kind of hard to put it back on, and putting them on in the first place is kind of difficult. What I suggest with the hands, since they're pretty easy to remove, you want to remove them first before placing the Blades of Exile there, because as you can see, there's like a intricate way of putting it in that makes it look really nice in hand. It's just that putting it in while his hand is attached is really hard. You could just look at the detail of the sword. These blades, these are just straight out of the game. The detail in his body, his ashy skin with the black shading here to make it look more dense. Looks really lifelike, and I totally dig it, man. It's really awesome. His skirt, just the ripples and just the texture of it looks real. In the chain, just everything about this figure. His armor, shading everywhere, and it's like a masterpiece, really. The chains, unfortunately, the one thing I don't like, which kind of saves trouble, if you think about it, is the chains here. It's not it's attached. It's not like loose like this, which kind of takes away the authenticity of this. But it's okay. I feel like there would have been a lot of problems trying to put it on and all that, so it kind of makes sense. His Kratos toes looks nice. Everything looks amazing. Probably overusing that word, but just look at his face. It's just great. Oh, and there goes his head. That's one thing I noticed about this figure. The head comes off really easily. If I do have one complaint about the paint and detailing of this figure, his face might be shaded in too much. It looks like, because like the rest of his body looks pretty clean for the most part. It looks like a pre-battle kind of Kratos. But then you see his face and it looks like he just got raped by Hades or something. So I don't know what they were trying to do with that, but it's alright. Veins too. You can see his veins. Just everything is in detail. Blades of Hades. And these holes over here is where you can attach the chain, or you could put them together with this white piece. And what's cool about this, if I can get it through, okay, let's not waste time, but there's one on there, but just imagine there's two, and the hole in his back, if you noticed earlier, just gets this attached there, and there you go. You could have him wearing it on the back, which is cool, and you could interchange the blades if you want him to carry the blades of Exile or the blades of Hades. It's up to you. So this is how Kratos looks with the blades of Hades. So Kratos comes with these two hands as accessories. Don't know why. If you look at the blades with the hand, it's just really awkward. You can't hold it in his hand, which defeats the purpose of these hands. I mean, what are these really for? I kind of question why they added these accessories. I mean, I guess you could use them for boob grasping or putting his hands together like this, but I don't think the articulation is that good. We'll get into the articulation next. Really don't know why. I mean, if anything, they should have added closed fists. Kratos' head could move left and right, go up and down. He can go up pretty well. His neck helps out, but it's not that great, and it's not really necessary to move up that much anyway, I guess, because he's such a big figure. He can move down nicely. His ab crunch helps. He has these armpit joints that I really like. It helps out with his range of motion, like going back and trying to cross his arms across his chest. It helps out. His whole body swivels because there's two joints here, the diaphragm joint and then the waist joint. The waist joint can also crunch, which is cool. That's something you see with a lot of Arts Kai figures. And of course the diaphragm joint can do that as well. Both arms are the same with the bicep joint, the double jointed, or it's really a single joint, but it goes back pretty well. His wrist can go in and out, can move around. Let's go to his legs. Now his legs can do a split pretty well. It's almost like the crotch joints from DCUC, except it's a ball joint, and if there wasn't the skirt here, it would look really weird, but it's okay because the skirt's hiding the weird joint. But it does provide a great range of motion. It does what it does really well. Goes forward and back, side to side. No bicep swivel here. He has a ratchety, well, most of his joints are ratchety. His knees kind of looks weird when you extend it. That's something you see a lot with Arts Kai figures. Don't really mind it that much. And then his feet, which I hate, goes up, flexes, and then has the little rocker here. Works pretty well and all that. I mean, his ankle rotation and his articulation is really good. The thing is, it really holds up the figure, so once the joint deteriorates, there really isn't anything to hold it up, and that's the problem that I have. You can tell how like unratchety this thing is. It's so loose, and that's why I can only have this guy in limited poses. So size comparison time. He's about, oops, wrong way. He's about 9 inches tall, maybe more like 8 3/4, but he's around the 9-inch scale. This is him next to Batman, who's a standard 6-inch figure of the Movie Masters line. And here is Kratos next to Captain America, the Marvel Select version, which is 7 inches tall. That's my review of Kratos, but keep watching these reviews. Thank you so much. See you later.